After studying the energy cells, energy cycles of ATP ADP, we are in a position to study ATP ADP reactions and the interactions. ATP ADP reactions, as we all know, occur in the living cells. These reactions deals with the following aspect. First, the direction of transfer of phosphate cells. Second, transfer of phosphate unit to ADP. And third, transfer of ATP mediated phosphate groups to other acceptor molecules. In a previous notes, that is in table 6.2, it can be rearranged so that the gradation of free energy of various phosphorylated compounds is constituted. When such an arrangement is made, it becomes evident that ATP occupies an intermediate position in the thermodynamic scale of phosphate compounds. There are several compounds with high phosphate group transfer potential in contrast to the others with a relatively low one. All those compounds which are above ATP on this free energy gradation scale would tend to lose their phosphate group to a phosphate acceptor molecules lower on the scale, for example ADP. This transfer of phosphate unit is possible with the help of catalyst. ATP so formed is then able to transfer to phosphate units to the next phosphate acceptor molecules on the free energy gradation scale. Thus, the direction of the transfer of phosphate unit is dependent on the thermodynamic tendency or potential of the phosphate unit of various phosphorylated compounds. Both phenol pyruvate and 1,3-diphosphoglycerate are higher up on the scale with respect to ATP and are higher energy phosphate compounds. These can act as a donor of phosphate unit to ADP. Both these compounds are produced during the glycolysis. In the case of 1,3-diphosphoglycerate, the reaction is catalyzed by phosphoglycerate kinase. This is clear in the following reaction, that is phosphoenol pyruvate plus ADP in presence of pyruvate kinase gives enol pyruvate plus ATP. The reaction is quite significant because about 62% of the energy originally present in this high energy phosphate compound is now stored in the form of ATP. The remaining 38% of the energy has actually been used to transfer the phosphate group to ADP. Similarly, in the second case, phosphoenol pyruvate transfers its phosphate unit to ADP and the reaction is catalyzed by pyruvate kinase. Phosphoenol pyruvate plus ADP gives pyruvate plus ADP and this reaction is reversible. As the previous one, that was 1,3-phosphoglycerate plus ADP gives 3-phosphoglycerate plus ATP. Even that was reversible. As shown in figure, the reaction takes place in two steps. The first, you can see phosphoenol pyruvate plus ADP in presence of phosphoenol. You can see in the following these two reactions gives enol pyruvate plus ATP. Enol form in presence of hydrogen ions will give keto form. This is the two-step reaction for the formation of pyruvate from phosphoenol pyruvate. This step is enzymatically controlled in contrast to the second step, which is non-enzymatic. So this step is enzymatic, and here you can see the enzyme is absent and it gives this. The ATP so formed can now donate its terminal phosphate unit to one of the several phosphate acceptor molecules, the most important being D-glucose and glycerol, that is ATP plus dextroglucose in presence of hexokinase ADP plus D-glucose 6-phosphate. The free energy is equal to minus 40 kilocalories per mole. As it is quite evident here that glucose 6-phosphate has relatively less negative standard free energy of hydrolysis than ATP. Consequently, the direction of the transfer of the phosphate unit is away from ATP then towards ADP as described earlier. The terminal phosphate unit of ATP is thus transferable to several other acceptor molecules which are utilized in the biosynthetic pathways. Also, there are virtually no enzymes in the cells that it can transfer phosphate units directly from the high energy donors to low energy acceptor without being channeled through ATP. Therefore, ATP-ADP is a system and it is the major connecting link between the high energy and low energy phosphate compound as shown in figure. There is a very rapid turnover of the phosphate group of ATP. The time may vary from a few seconds to bacterial cells to a couple of minutes in animals. However, the ATP-ADP reaction is indispensable in almost all the cells studied so far. So you can see the transfer of energy between high and low energy compound. This above this line high energy compound and below this it is the low energy compound of ATP. It is clear from the following figure. So today we understood the reaction that were ATP-ADP reactions and the pathways which they carry out, and in presence of the enzymes, some carry out in presence and some in absence of enzymes. The reactions which do not carry out in presence of enzyme can be accelerated with the help of enzymatic reactions. Thank you.